finding the equation of a straight line, pretty straightforward. We need two things really. We need the slope, okay, and we need the point. And if we have those two things, it's an easy process. Now there's a few different ways that we can do it. Obviously we can use our y equals mx plus c, and we can sub in for our slope here and then sub the point, but it gets a bit messy. So this is a beautiful way to do it, I think. We write the slope, and we're looking at the slope formula, right? So remember, it was y1 take y2, or y2 take y1, all over x take whatever, right? X take your x value, change in y over change in x. So that's what we do. That's my y, that's my x, so it's y take 5, and then x take 3, so that becomes plus 3. You might think this is not good, you've got fractions all over the place, but to get rid of these fractions now, all we have to do is cross multiply. So we're going to go minus 2 times x plus 3 equals 7 times y take 5. Okay, and now expand your brackets, minus 2x take 6, right? You're doing your good old expansion. And do the same on the other side, so we get 7y take 35. Now you need to read your question. So if the question has asked you, put it into general form, then that's what we have to do. So we're going to try general form. So remember, that's going to look like ax plus by. Technically it's plus c equals 0, but I'm a bit of a slacker and I will write that as equals the c. I don't think people are too worried about that. And try and make the a positive. All right, so let's have a look. We've got our minus 2x, so basically we're going to get our x's and y's on the same side. Now because that is minus, I'm going to go the opposite side. So that now becomes 2x plus 7y. Okay, so it's gone on the other. To get rid of a take 2x, we add 2x. And now to get rid of a take 35, I'm going to add 35. So minus 6 plus 35 is 29. And that's beautiful as it is, or you can write it as 2x plus 7y equals 29. I would accept that. Technically, if you look at some of the textbooks, they might have plus 7y take 29 equals 0, but I go, yeah, forget that. I'm happy with. If you had gone the other way, so instead of putting the minus 2x over to the right hand side, what if we went to the left? So what you would get, I'll just pop that over here, right? What you would get is minus 2x take 7y, and to get rid of this minus 6, you would add 6 to the other side, so you get minus 29. So notice everything is minus minus. If you now times through, so times through everything by minus 1, well, you end up getting the same answer. Okay, so just be aware of that. Now, what about if the question had not said put it in general form? If it had said, please put it in y-intercept form. So if we want now gradient y-intercept form, we'll say slope. So slope y-intercept form, that's in the form y equals mx plus c. So basically that's code for get y by itself. So I'm going to pop this minus 35 on the other side. So we end up with minus 2x plus 29 equals 7y. Now that is the same as 7y equals minus 2x plus 29, and all we have to do now is get rid of this times 7. We will divide by 7. So minus 2 over 7x plus 29 over 7. And that is it in slope-intercept form. Now, if the question did not specify, well, you can choose whatever you want. I tend to go this one, no fractions involved. So what happens next is, instead of giving you the slope, like here's the slope, here's the point, they're going to disguise it a little bit. All right, so on to the next video if you want to see those. Hopefully that's made sense to you. Okay, so different type of question, find the equation of a line. So once again, we want the equation of a line, and we're going, what two things do we need? We need the slope and we need the point. Okay, it's the same thing over and over again. Clearly, we have the point. That's not an issue. But we don't have the slope. So then we read it again, and it's saying that the line we want is parallel to this one. So when you're writing this down, I would like you to say, okay, parallel, that means same slope. So at least I know that you know that. Okay, so same slope. So now we want to find the slope from this line. The easiest way to do that is to pop it in the form y equals mx plus c. In other words, get y by itself. So if we can do that, get y by itself there, then coefficient of x will be your slope. The more that you do this, the quicker you'll get, and you'll become, or you'll see a shortcut, quite frankly. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You can discover that yourself. So I'm going to keep the 6y here. We want to get rid of that 2x. So we're going to subtract. And now to get rid of the times y, we must divide by y. Divide by 6. So to get rid of the times 6, divide by 6. So that's going to be minus 2 over 6x minus 1 over 6. And we would never just leave it like that, because we can simplify that to be minus 1/3. Okay, done. Once again, I've popped it in this to try and get our slope. You could have actually stopped at this point and you would have got your slope quite easily. You just go minus 2 over 6. Not a problem. So now we've got our slope is going to be minus 1 over 3. We've got our point is 5 minus 7, and I think we can go straight away. Obviously, if I want to change this up a little bit, instead of saying that the lines are parallel, what if I said that they're perpendicular? So remember, if you wanted to go perpendicular, then you would have to flip and reverse the slope. So the perpendicular slope would be positive 3 over 1, and then use the same point, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but lucky for us, hasn't asked us to find the perpendicular. We're going with the parallel. So here we go. We pop our slope, minus 1 over 3 equals y. Take 7, so y plus 7 all over x. Take away the 5. And now we cross multiply. So it's minus 1 times x take 5 equals 3 y plus 7. Okay, so minus x plus 5, it's like you're timesing through by a negative, equals 3y plus 21. Okay, we read the question. Is it asking us to put it in general form or y-intercept form? It doesn't say. I mean, they've popped it like that, so I'm going to go general. We put the x over the other side, plus 3y. To get rid of the plus 21, we're going to subtract. So 5 take 21 is minus 16. Okay, and I don't like how that looks, so I just rewrite it and say that's x plus 3y equals minus 16.